Next in your packet, we're going to go over writing a check, parts of a check, and we'll also go over how to fill out a check, the next 2 pages. Okay? It says, to pay for items using a checking account, writing a check is one option that can be given to the person or business as a form of payment. To write the check, the account holder must complete the following items in the check in order for it to be accepted: the date, payee, the written amount, the numeric amount, signature, and so on. So I'm going to talk about what all these parts are on a check. All this time you just saw it was a check, no problem. Well, number 1 down here is personal information, okay? This would be your name, address, city, state, zip. Most of the time, do not put your social security number because everyone has it. You might put your phone number, though. That would be something you could add here if you wanted. Number 2 is your pre-printed check number. This is what helps you keep track of what checks you have written. Okay? It's pre-written, so it's already there for you. Number 3 is the date. You can write the date out, or you could just put it as this, and numeric, it doesn't matter. But number 3 is the date. Sometimes people do something that's called post date, and they write it like they don't have enough money in their account, but they will in a week. So they would write it for May the 31st or something like that. Okay? But that's when they post date. They write it for a date in the future. And they can't do that with everybody. That's usually more individual than it would be through a business. Number 4, pay to the order of. This is known as the payee. Okay? Gas and Go is the payee. It's whom the check is going to. Number 5 is the numeric amount. With the numeric amount, you always make sure you write as close as you can to the dollar sign and raise cents up off the line. Somehow. The numeric amount. You don't want that to get confused for 1,578. Then we have the written amount. 15, always start as close as you can to the beginning of the lines. 15 and 78 over 100 and draw a line. The and is your decimal point when you write, so you need to have the and. The cents is still 78, it's still in numbers, even though we say we're writing it out. The line is so nobody else can fill anything in. No need to write dollars here because dollars is at the end of the line. Number 7 is your memo, what you're writing the check for. In this case, it's gas. Number 8, this is known as the drawer. The person signing the check is the drawer. Sally Smith. Payee is person getting the check. Drawer is the person signing the check. And something that's not on here that I'm going to say, but the bank name on the check is called the drawee. The bank name on the check is called the drawee. Number 9, these are kind of important, especially if you want to make online payments or purchase anything through an app or anything. You usually need your routing number and your account number. The first group is the bank's account number. That's the bank's account number. It's called the routing number. The second group of numbers right here would be your account number. First group, the bank's routing number. Second group, your account number. And here we also have the check written down here, 301. Sometimes that check number might come in between your check. Just kind of depends on where you get your checks. One other thing I do want to go over with you is up here at the top. This is called the ABA number. And the AB number, this is, if you would write your check, you went on vacation in Florida, this is how your check gets back to your bank. This is like the district number, your specific bank number, and that's how it gets back there. It's called the American Bankers Association number, ABA. Okay, so that's the parts of a check. Okay, I don't think I missed anything. While we're still here, we're going to talk about writing a check, since I kind of threw that in there with it. Here we're going to write check 302 to Aspen Properties for rent in the amount of $375 on September 3rd. So we're just going to put the date, September 3rd. I'm going to use our correct year. It's going to Aspen Properties, right as close as you can to the beginning of the line. in the amount of $3.75 as close as you can to the dollar sign. Raise it up above. Some people put one line under it. Some people put none. Some people put XL over XX. Whatever you need to do just to make sure that it's raised up off the line. Then we'll write it out. 375. And I put a little and. You could write and out. Doesn't matter. Over 0, 0 over 100, and draw a line. You would sign your name. We're going to pretend we're going to sign our name today. You could sign Sally Smith if you needed. Okay? And it was for rent. And that's how you fill out the check. We got one more to do together. Write check 303 to Hungry Man for $27.32, September 6th, 2020. Me and my handwriting, oh Lord. Okay, goes to Hungry Man. And the amount of $27.32. Remember our little rules. 27. And is your decimal point. Always make sure you have a decimal point. 32 over 100. Draw a line. No need for dollars because it's at the end of the line. Sign your name as the drawee. And it was for food. I like food myself. Alright, next it says, why is good penmanship important when writing checks? Because it needs to be legible. They need to be able to read it. And why colored pen should use when writing checks? Blue or black? If you use a different colored pen, they're still going to take it. It's just this is easier to read. All right, and we just finished up on writing checks. Thank you.